Oh my god! All right, we are here at Six Flags America.
Yeah! We're here for a redemption for Superman and Batwing.
Yes. The better Superman. But yes, we are here at Six Flags Darien Lake for their final day of operation. Of course, we're going to be getting back on some of our favorite coasters like Ride of Steel and Predator. We're going to get some night rides tonight, which I think will be my first time getting night rides at this park. Every time I've come, it's closed earlier in the day, so that'll be cool. Plus, tonight is the last night, our Fright night, so I might check out some of the haunts. I don't know, you gotta pay extra for it, so I haven't fully decided. We'll see. Are you guys ready?
Yeah!
More rides!
Let's get hyped up. We're at Darien Lake. We're on top of the world right now. Yeah!
So without any further ado, let the Darien Lake Adventures begin. I love this old gravestone with references to some of the park's past attractions. Love it when parks do that, and I'm losing my guys. Ugh. Well, this is kind of sad. The last time we were here, we were shown this new shiny red train that the park purchased for Ride of Steel, and it's not even running. I think they did get it on the track for a little bit, but I don't think it lasted all that long. Look at those losers waiting for the second row. Those fools.
They wait for the second row when back goes available.
Exactly, exactly. Okay, so I've never been to a Six Flags park for the Halloween season before, but a couple of things that I'm noticing here at Darien Lake are, first of all, there's a lot of like just random decorations everywhere, which is kind of cool. Like things covered in cobwebs, random gravestones, random little statues and dummies and things like that. They're also like playing some Halloween bangers on the systems. Like I just heard Halloween by Aqua playing, which is a classic, of course. And then as far as tonight goes, I don't really know how the mazes work. I know there's only two, and it's an upcharge, kind of like how it is back home at Wonderland. And an expensive one too, like it's 30 bucks. So I'm still very much on the fence whether I'm actually going to go through with that or not. I do want to try it, but that is an expensive ticket for just two houses. But what I'm noticing in the daytime is that people are in the park in costume, which is not something that you see on most of these haunt events, at least the ones that I've been to. There's always been a very strict no costume rule for guests over the age of 12, just so you can distinguish between scare actors and a regular park visitor. But here it's like, nope, I've seen people in full masks, full robes and everything. It's cool to see, but again, just something that I'm not used to. All right, so I just got off of the park's Lakeside Boardwalk Carousel, and I've done it before, and it's just a small carousel normally. Like, it's nothing really to go out of your way for, except during the Halloween season, they actually run it in reverse, and they kind of play some spooky carousel music over the speakers as well. So I had to do it just for the experience, and I mean, it didn't necessarily make it more thrilling, but it was something different and something really cool. I know Cedar Point does that with their carousel as well, so I was really happy to see them bring that over here. Okay, another thing I love about Darien Lake is that they have a Fascination parlor, and it's not an expensive game to play either. Like, I just bought 15 tokens for just $5, so that's 15 rounds. So we'll see how well I do. It should be fun. Okay, oh no, I rolled back, come on. come on. Okay, so the goal of the game is to get like 4 in a row, whether across or vertical or diagonal. I think diagonal counts. Anyways, so as you can see, once it falls in the hole, that little thing lights up. So some of it is skill, some of it is chance. It's a lot of chaos and a lot of fun. Oh, okay, so 2 more and I can get the theme here. Let's see if I can get it. No, it's going for the fire lines. Okay, can I get the corner? Nope. Oh my gosh, I'm struggling. Don't bounce back. Oh, come on. I did not do well that round. That's okay. It's part of the fun.
Alright guys, on your mark.
1-1. Okay, well it seems that in the time that I was playing Fascination, all the monsters have come out. And I don't even think we're in a proper scare zone. They're just out here causing havoc. I love it. Oh no, not the chainsaws. Oh my god. Oh, this one's got a knife. Oh no. Alright, we're about to enter the first grunt of the night, which is Bloodstone Hollow. And I don't know anything about these 2 mazes. There's this one, and then there's like one that I know is more evil clown circus themed, kind of over by the infield of Viper. So I'm going in completely blind to these, but I'm excited. We interested to see what these ones are like and how they compare to the haunts of our Wonderland. I love the story building though. The Darien Institute of Radioactive Experimentation. That's pretty cool. All right, we just survived our first haunt of the night, Bloodstone Hollow. It was a really long queue for that one. I think I waited an hour and 20 minutes in total. Like, I was waiting way longer than I expected to. That was a little disappointing. But once I got in there, the actual experience was pretty long. Like, that was a good, like, 6-minute haunt. Like, it just kept going and going and going. So that was really awesome. There's a few cool effects in there, some animatronics. And then I wasn't really following this story though, because while you were waiting in the queue, there's these videos that were setting up the whole idea that you were doing a tour in this like radioactive facility and whatnot. But then you get in there and the radioactive thing just didn't come through. Like I was expecting to see like more like laboratory mad scientist kind of sets. That's not really what this one was about at all. Like there was a part we were in a crypt, there was a part where we were like, it looked like we were in a jungle or something, and then we went into this old house. So it was kind of disjointed. Like it was kind of like a hodgepodge of different themes all stuck together. Like it was still fun, it just not at all what I was thinking it was gonna be. Oh, hello. All right, so our next maze is a new one for this year, and it is called Carnival of Death. And by the sounds of it, it's going to be a clown-themed one, which I always love a good clown-themed haunt.
That was a little spooky. You got
Hello. So Carnival of the Dead was a lot of fun. As I assumed, this was kind of their clown-based maze, but they had some really cool parts where you saw some old ride vehicles. I think I saw some of the vehicles for the old bus UFO that they used to have. I saw some, I think they were pedal boats or something like that. I really wasn't quite sure, but any opportunity to see old ride vehicles just makes this nerd very happy. The maze itself was kind of simple. Like the walls were kind of done up in these like almost like pallet slats, if that makes sense. It was giving home hunt, but it was still pretty fun. Like the last maze, I felt like it could have used a few more scare actors, but there were some pretty fun moments still. And there was one point where there's this clown hiding in a bush, and all he said was like peekaboo, but I didn't see him coming, so he came out of nowhere. And then I reacted in my usual fashion. If you've ever seen any of my hunt vlogs, you know that I'm jumpy. So he started laughing, and I think I made his night, but that was great. Oh, other thing I really loved about that maze is that it wasn't just the clowns in there, but there's a few characters in there who had like the Six Flags associate polos on. Like they looked like they were staff, they were all bloodied up, and they had the makeup on. So that was a really cool addition. Like it was very much, actually both mazes that I think of it are very much like meta in the sense that they are like, oh yeah, we're in Six Flags. And the other one was the Darien Institute of Radioactive Experimentation or whatever, and this one it's like, oh yeah, we're Midway staff who have gone crazy. So story wise, I just think it's really cool when they incorporate some park lore into it. But yeah, overall I had a lot of fun in both of those haunts. I thought they were both really charming in their own ways. I especially loved that first one, how long it was, but then I think I liked the theme and the vibes of the second one. So yeah, both of them just had their strengths and their weaknesses, and it was a good time. Now, is it worth the $30 that you gotta pay to do the attractions pass? Honestly, I don't think so. As a theme park reviewer, and as someone who just loves haunts in general, I am glad that I bought the ticket and that I got to experience them tonight, but I definitely wouldn't do it again. For the price that you're paying, I think there should be more haunts, and I think the sets need to be a higher quality. Like, I felt like they were cool, but Wonderland does a much better job, and their haunted attractions pass is so much cheaper. Like $10 to get 6 pretty well executed mazes versus $30 to get mazes that honestly look a little handmade. They're kind of giving home haunt, and I mean, it'd be great if it actually was a home haunt, but this is a theme park with theme park money. It should be like super high quality stuff here, but that's unfortunately not what you're getting. And there needs to be more scare actors. There's a few dead spots in both of them, and they need to staff it a little better. So glad I did it. Don't need to do it again. Okay, so I just did a ride on Viper, which is, I mean, it's always a great ride. I was on it a few times earlier today, but at night, so freaking good. And I mean, a big reason for that is all of the fog coming from Carnival of the Dead too. Like, I mean, those pathways are right underneath the corkscrews, so the fog just kind of covers that entire infield, and it just makes it so cool. And then when you go through the tunnel at the very end, it is pitch black. Yeah, it was such a cool experience. I need more fog on roller coasters at night. I don't know who I need to speak to make that happen, but I'm a fan. All right, well, after that, I went over to Predator to get a few night rides and then closed it all out with one final ride on Ride of Steel. But yeah, overall, I think we had a pretty good day. All four of us really have a big appreciation for Darien Lake, and we think that it deserves a lot more love than it gets, especially seeing all of the little improvements that they've been making this season. Now, I think I've pretty much given all of my big thoughts on Fright Fest, but I did want to point out that there's a few other offerings that I just didn't get around to, like there's a couple shows, including a Halloween version of the laser show that they do, and there's also a few scare zones around the park. And I didn't end up getting around to those, and the reason for that is because I was stuck in line for both of those haunts for so long. It just ate up so much of my night, and by the time I got through them, I wanted to prioritize some night rides. Like, I wanted to get at least one ride each on Viper, Predator, and Ride of Steel. So yeah, after I was done the two haunts, that's all I really had time for. And it's also worth noting that, at least at this point in the season, the park closed at 10. Unlike most haunts, which will go until 11 or midnight, we were very short on time here. Another thing to note if you visit Darien Lake in the fall is that they close a lot of their rides for the season early. You'll notice that I never did Tantrum, or Mind Eraser, or Moose on the Loose, which are all must-do attractions for me when I visit Darien Lake. But nope, I couldn't do them because they basically closed that whole section of the park in, I think at the beginning of September, like after Labor Day. And then Motor Coaster was open, but it was kind of sporadic in its operations. So yeah, every time I tried to get on it, it was closed, and then I would see it open again when I was off doing something else, and by the time I got back around to it, it would be closed again. So yeah, that was just unfortunate. But all of those hiccups aside, we did really enjoy our night, and I'm really glad that we were able to go, and I'm glad that I was able to experience Fright Fest for the first time, and it's always special being a part of the final operating day of the season for a park, so I'm really glad that we were able to return to Darien Lake to be part of theirs. Now, that's not all we did that day. On the way back, after we crossed the border, we decided to make a little stop at Niagara Falls. Our main goal here was to do Frankencoaster because our friend Cole had never done it before. Unfortunately, when we got there, we found out that they closed the coaster at night because of the cold. They do run it in the daytime still, but they said, yeah, once the sun goes down, it's too cold and not a lot of people do it, so they shut it down. So that plan didn't work out, but we decided to pivot and we ended up doing Nightmares. Now, for those of you who don't know, Nightmares is considered one of the scariest haunted houses in all of Niagara Falls, if not all of Ontario. I'm not going to give too much away, but a lot of it is in the pitch black. Like, you kind of got to look at these red lights to guide you through. And there's one point where the actors actually reach out and grab your legs. Like, it's one of those haunts. You don't really see a lot of them. Most of them are, don't touch the actors won't touch you. This one, they grab you. So it's a lot. And of course, I wasn't able to film inside, not that you'd see much anyways, but I did purchase this little clip, which I'm going to roll right now.
Oh, there's gonna be a scare after. What's over there? What's that red? What's that green? It's nothing. Oh wait, is it? That was good.
So yeah, that was a lot of fun and a great way to finish off the night. And yeah, that was a perfect cap for our spontaneous boys trip for the day. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video and want to see more adventures from theme parks, attractions, and beyond, be sure to become a subscriber. And be sure to hit that notification icon so that you get updated every time I upload a new video. You can also find me on social media. I'm at @ADVParker on Instagram, Threads, and Blue Sky, and at Adventures with Parker on TikTok and Facebook. As always, I gotta give a big shout out to my Patreon members who are going above and beyond in supporting this channel and helping me to make it the best that it can possibly be. And if you're interested in supporting me with a monthly donation for as little as a toonie a month in exchange for some sweet perks and bonus content, head on over to patreon.com/ADVParker to learn about all of the different tiers that I have available. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, the Spook Ventures are calling. Bye!
And
The one in House of Frankenstein, there's like one further down.
This is not the Nightmares at Wonderland.
No, 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 no.